Hey guys, welcome to Shades 2. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Y'all like my new background? It's really, really nice. Let me show y'all. Real quick. This is so cute, Jermaine. Thank you. Hold on. So anyway, that is a nice background, guys. Thank you so much, Jermaine. He done changed up everything again. So it's super, super cute. I really like that. All right. Thank you again, Jermaine. Thanks a bunch, hon. Yeah. Y'all happy and blessed Thursday. I was trying to get in here a little earlier. Could not. I was busy today with working and just running errands and things like that. So, at least I'm here. So sorry about being late, guys. But like I just said, it's hectic out here. You know what I'm saying? When you're trying to work and then do a channel at the same time, and then you're trying to do everything else, plus get the house back in order and stuff. It's a lot of stuff, but at least I'm here. And thank you guys so much for being here as well. I'm trying to find my dig on banner because I got the other one up from last night. I don't even see it on here. Let's see. Oh, man. Yeah, I just literally walked in the door. I had to put, straighten up a little bit and things like that. But yeah, I just literally walked in this door. Hold on. Where's the thing at? Did I make a mistake and take it off? Let's see. Trying to see where it is. Oh, here it is right here. That's the banner that I should have up. But anyway, y'all, we got a great show tonight. We're going to be talking about Yella Beezy and Mo3, their beef. Their beef that they had before Mo3 was unalive. And we're going to recap that. Yesterday we did look at an interview. We watched the interview with Rainwater, and he was basically telling us, how the beef started and things like that. But I just want to tell you the information that I found regarding that. Also, Oprah Subpoena in Russell Simmons' great case. So we're going to talk about that. And then Big U allegedly has Mafia ties. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. And I'll try to give you guys two breaking news if I can, if time allows, because it's kind of late. So y'all know we can't be here too long, about an hour and 15 minutes. And that is going to be it. But before we start off with this live, guys, let me ask you guys to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content tonight. Also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, subscribe below and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure you share and leave a comment. And thank you guys so much. Y'all, I'm at 6,000 plus subscribers. So I want to say thank you to everybody. I appreciate you. Thank you for your support. And happy born day to all of my March babies. It is the 27th. So happy born day. And let's see here. I forgot to do something real quick. Let's go to do that copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area. It will be in my comment area, and part of it is scrolling across that screen right there. All right, guys. All right. Let me put this up here. Noted. Let's say noted. I guess he thought I didn't see these messages when he was telling me about the training time for tomorrow. Well, today. So let me do this right here. Damn. So he said he a racist? Wow. Okay. Anyway, wait a minute. Hold on. What is this? Okay, I just have to make sure what this is right here. Okay. Anyway, if you guys want to show support for this channel, you can do a couple of things. Like Jermaine said, if you would like to show support for this channel, you can send donations via Cash App to $Shades2. Your contribution helps us continue to create great content for you guys. Also, if you would like to support the show in other ways, you can send a super chat or a super sticker during our live stream. Or you can support the show by becoming a member for only $4.99 a month. And I will be putting up another members only live. I'll keep it up open for maybe a couple of hours, and I will just put it members only. All right, y'all. All right, happy and blessed Thursday. It's a great day, you guys. It's great in the neighborhood. All right, it's great in the neighborhood. All right, so first thing first, guys. We're gonna start off with recapping um, Yella Beezy and Mo3's beefing. Okay, so you guys, in case you guys haven't followed that, you would basically know what that is all about. You know, because like I said before, just like I will cover Diddy's case, I'll definitely recap, you know, Yella Beezy's case as well, his court case. All right, let me go ahead and put this up here real quick, y'all, and then we're going to get ready to get started with Yella Beezy and Mo3. Y'all get y'all a relaxing cedar bed. If you need something to drink, get that and chill with Shay. If you are at work, you know what y'all need to do your job. But at the same time, make sure y'all watching me on the down low. You know, don't get caught because you don't want to get in trouble. But, you know, try to watch me on the down low. And I do appreciate that. Okay, let me just put this training section up here real quick. Today is the 27th. Not the 28th, girl, the 27th. So let's see. Training is at 4 p.m. Let's see. Let me change this right here. Blessed Thursday. It's so easy to do this at times. Enjoy training and all this other stuff. I had to make sure I got everything right. Today is not the 20th. Yeah, today is the 27th. All right, we have to make sure there. There you go. Okay. So let's go ahead and start off with Yella Beezy and Mo3. Let me go ahead and change this banner to Yella Beezy and Mo3. I think I may still have it up from last night. Let's see. I hope so. Knowing me, I probably changed it. I do have it up there. We can basically leave this up here. Okay. Let me add this on here. Let's just add this to it. Okay. Now let's go ahead and put this up here, save, and then put this like that. Y'all don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification, share, and leave a comment. All right? Okay. Welcome to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watches this in the replay. And over here in the chat, we got Jermaine in the place to be. All righty. Let's go ahead and start off with this while Shay's tube is alert and not sleepy. So anyway, not Russell Simmons. I'm going to be talking about him too, but let me find this really quick. So anyway, this is a breakdown of Yella Beezy and Mo3 beef, okay? How it allegedly escalated to a tragedy. So like we already know, Yella Beezy has been charged with capital murder in connection to the 2020 unaliving of fellow Dallas rapper Mo3. It had the internet going crazy last week and this week too. Anyway, as we know, the two rappers' beef allegedly escalated to tragedy with the police claiming Beezy paid someone to shoot and unalive Mo3. Now, we're asking a question. How did things allegedly get this deep? Okay, because like I told you guys before, you know, all this unaliving people, you know, other rappers and stuff, innocent people, it's just getting out of hand. We just had another one over this past weekend with Say So P. Okay, so I mean, it's a lot of senseless unaliving and shooting and going to jail and going to prison, just ridiculous over nothing. When you find out about it, it really don't be over anything, but people just beefing over basically just something that doesn't even constitute someone taking someone out. Okay, so anyway, Yella Beezy and Mo3's issues appear to have started as both of them were rising into prominence on the Dallas rap scene in the mid 2010s, with both rappers repping the city's Oak Cliff neighborhood. Okay, there is also rumors that the friction may have started over a woman. You guys, the two rappers exchanged social media shots and song jabs over the years, and we're not going to play any of those jabs over here, you know, because like I told you before, and I meant it, I said one way to try to tame everything down a little bit is if we stop buying things that instigate beefs, you know what I'm saying? And all that stuff. And when you go and buy the music or you play the music, you're basically doing that. When you're taking sides and you're speaking up against that, you're basically, instigating and you're encouraging that behavior. Okay, point blank. So we're not going to play it over here. Anyway, they said things seemed to escalate when Mo3's friend, comedian Royal Pete, was shot in unalive in North Dallas in 2018 after dissing Yella Beezy and questioning the rapper's ties to Oak Cliff. It doesn't even make any sense, okay? It just really doesn't. I told you guys. I told you. All right. Now, anyway, the day after Royal Pete passed on, Yella Beezy was shot in a drive-by in Louisville, Texas. At the time, many people speculated that Yella Beezy's shooting could be in retaliation for Roy Lee's unaliving. Okay. Now, in April of 2019, Mo3 addressed Yella Beezy's shooting during an interview on Vlad TV, and he said he did not have any real beef with Beezy. All right. Hold on. In July of that year, Yella Beezy also downplayed his alleged issues with Mo3 during an interview on Vlad TV. Beezy claimed he had no idea who Mo3 even was. So that right there was a straight up diss. Okay. I mean, like I said, this is all foolishness. I mean, I'm just going to be perfectly honest. I mean, you got one person alive over the foolishness, and the other person is incarcerated over foolishness. And other people were affected by this as well over foolishness. Anyway, Yella Beezy said, and we heard him say it, obviously, you heard him before. He said, I don't know him. I know everybody from my city making noise. So basically, he's saying the reason why he didn't know him because he's not making no real noise. Okay. So, yeah. Anyway, the following February, Yella Beezy got into an altercation at a club with Mo3's manager, Brandon Rainwater. Mo3 later addressed the incident online, calling out Yella Beezy for jumping Rainwater. Okay. So we can probably, I'll look that up on TikTok so we can just recap that. Okay. I'm not going to play it over here from YouTube. But anyway, we're going to fast forward to November the 11th, 2020. Mo3 was stopped on Interstate 35 in Dallas when the driver of another car armed with a rifle approached the rapper's car. Mo3 exited his car and began running down the interstate when the gunman opened fire, striking and unaliving Mo3. Another driver was hit with a stray bullet but survived. And of course, they still have that video up here. You guys can go see that because I'm definitely not going to play that. All right. Right. All of this because of hurt feelings. You got that right. So anyway, a month after the shooting and unaliving of Mo3, Kieran Dontrell White was arrested and charged with Mo3's murder, in addition to GUN charges related to his arrest. Then on April the 24th, 2021, Devin Maurice Brown was indicted for his alleged role in helping to orchestrate Mo3's unaliving. Brown had been in police custody on unrelated federal firearms and drug charges. White is currently serving a 9-year prison sentence for GUN charges, okay? Now, both men are awaiting trial for Mo3's unaliving. Now, Yella Beezy is accused of setting the whole thing up. His bond has been set at $2 million. And at this time, we know, or we still think, he is still being held because of whatever reason. It could be a federal type thing or domestic violence or something like that. We don't know for sure because I looked it up. I mean, I do hear other YouTubers talking, but I don't like getting information from other YouTubers or social media people like that. And it's not that type of information. So I usually try to go look it up, and if I don't see the news talking about it, or I can't find anything to support what I'm hearing, then I just basically, don't say anything and just wait for it. You know what I'm saying? To see. Okay, so anyway, let's listen to Mo3's comments on Yella Beezy real quick on TikTok. Let me look it up. All right, real quick. So what do you guys think about that? This whole beef. I told you guys the other day, a lot of these people get into these arguments over foolishness because they be hurt. Their feelings be hurt. They be thinking that they are looking weak in front of their boys and stuff and other people and their fans. So, they be doing the most. But again, I still say, when you guys buy the music, play the beef tracks, when you talk about it on your channel, you can talk about it, but you shouldn't be instigating it when you talk about it. So when you're instigating, you're picking size, you're buying the music, you're going to the concerts, you're encouraging that type of behavior. Okay, point blank. Okay, hold on for a minute. Let me do this. Okay, so let's now on here. Let's look at him talk about shooting Yella Beezy first. Hold on, let's play that first. Now let's make sure that there's no music in the background. Let's see here. Hold on, I'm trying to. Where's the daggone stuff at? Hold on. So let's play this right here first. Is this rainwater talking? I don't know who these people are. Hold on. So Warren Lee said Breezy wasn't from Oak Cliff, and Breezy allegedly had him hit her. Right, that's crazy as hell. I mean, so what? I mean, I guess he needed his street cred, and all this other stuff that he's from a, rough area and things like that. Okay, it's crazy, man. It's really crazy. It's I don't know. And then you got grown ass, old ass men up here in arguments about this. They old enough to be these people damn dad and grandfathers. This is crazy, man, for real. You guys should be telling them that this is not cool. You guys should be trying to get them to, when they was beefing, you guys should have been trying to stop them from beefing and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Come to a resolution, not a resolution of violence, but a resolution of love, or at least respecting each other. And if you don't like each other, just stay out of each other's way and stop talking on damn tracks and shit and doing the most. You know what I'm saying? That's what these old ass dudes, these old heads should have been doing. You know what I'm saying? Versus encouraging and instigating this foolishness. Now let's watch this. But just like when I left, I was like myself. Oh no, we can't play this. See, they understand music. Hold on, let me see something. Let me go up. No, we don't want to hear that shit. Okay. Wait. So this is what we need to do. I really need to just hear a basic video, right? Without the damn music. Yeah, we already heard this one. We'll hear this. Like after the club, I was gonna go home. Yeah, he looked totally different back then. If this Yella Beezy explained the night Mo3 shot him, let's look at this. Okay, hold on. He looked totally different. Is this Yella Beezy right here? Hold on. He looked totally different now. But just like when I left, I was like, damn. Here we go. We go get a copy right now. Like everybody know, like when you leaving the club, you gotta be looking like for your rear end. So when I'm looking down, that's when I guess the car put up beside me, start getting into the car with it. I'm just snapping. Damn, he's just basically telling him what he did. Sure, like see the gunfire just left hand. I think like one of the bullet hit, and that one made me like swerve. You know what I'm saying? So I swerved and I spun out, and I crashed the car. I watched that nigga spin around. Came out my back, like right by my spinal cord, and then came out like by my heart. It's a miracle. Listen. That's sad. See, by myself, like after the club, because I was finna go home. Like we were deep at the club, but like just like when I left, I was by myself. This dude basically, listen, let me tell y'all something. This dude basically telling you guys what he did in a damn rap song. I mean, I guess they were doing the same thing. This is crazy, man. I mean, just plainly ridiculous. Let me read some of these comments. See, this is the problem now. Somebody laughing, her stupid ass laughing. I don't see shit funny. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You know, still laughing 3 days ago. Okay. And when you already lost one person, it's not even funny. That's what I'm talking about. We as black people, brown people, whatever you want to call yourself, Indian, whatever you want to call yourself, um, we got to do better. We got to do better. We got to do better. It doesn't even make any damn sense. So this is when he got unalived, I guess. Let me see what's going on here. Let's see what they got going on here because we don't want to see nothing that we're talking about. It's a trip. Hold on, let's see. He was running. That's when he got out the car, started running, and this dude went right up behind him. Damn, maybe he should have stayed in the damn car and ran into their ass, and then maybe he could have stopped them and said, listen. Shit, he should have probably just stayed in the car, just ran straight into their ass, and then bagged up and ran into them again. Because let me tell you something: when you do stuff out of surprise, you shock people. They don't expect you. They expect for you to stop and get out the car. But what he should have done, because they was in front, he should have just ran straight into their ass over and over and over again. I mean, I don't know if he would have made it through it, but that's what he should have did instead of getting out running. He should have ran right into their ass. Okay, for real, for real. Let me see this real quick. He was crawling on the ground right there. Let me just show y'all. I can show y'all this right here. The dude came up running behind him and shit. That's sad. Let me show y'all this real quick. That's sad. They got to blur it out on purpose, okay? So it won't be too dangerous. I mean, not too dangerous, but you know, too violent and stuff for us. My nails, man. I'm gonna show it to you again when you rewind. Let me just start it over again. Shit. Let's start it all the way over again. I'm not gonna play the sound. Damn, I think he should have just ran straight into the damn man. He should have just plowed his car right into their ass instead of getting out that car running. That's exactly what he did. He should just ran straight into their asses. So that's what I would have did. Don't get out the car. The car can be used as a weapon. Just run straight into their ass. And eventually he gonna drop the GUN because he's not gonna be expecting you to drive right into their ass. Much like when that dude ran up to my car back in 2020. What was that? 2022? 2020, yeah, 2022, right? And I was trying to help that girl. He come run up to my car. I ain't get out no damn car. I ran his ass over because you're not gonna run up to my car. And even if he would have had a GUN, I still would have ran into him. Okay, period. I would have did even more so, you know. Shit. So right here, like I just said, he should have just ran right into him. I'm sorry. Anybody in the damn way. I just hate to say it. That's the car right there, right? Where the guy got out. You can see him getting out the car and yeah. Okay. In the front, he ran back. Yeah, he should have just ran his ass clean over in that car. He would have caught him off guard. And so when you catch people off guard, they're gonna drop those weapons. Catch their ass off guard, much like when I caught that dude off guard because he didn't think I would run his ass over. Okay, but I sure did. Because I don't be playing. You know what I'm saying? That's what he should just use that car as a damn weapon. You know, don't get out the car. Even if they shoot in the car, just run his ass over because he stopped on the freeway. Mo3 stopped on the freeway too and jumped out his car and started running, right? No. He should have stayed in that car and just started running straight into his ass. Just rammed right into him and then bag up and then do it again and do it again and do it again. And that's how that's what he should have did for real, for real. Let me see what they are saying in the comment section. See, yeah, because he went to the passenger side to grab his, you know what, and it wasn't there. So somebody removed his, you know what. Too bad they removed it because if this thing was there, that's why you need to check beforehand too. Check to make sure everything is there, just in case. You need to check that every single day.
So I don't know. I don't know. Can y'all hear me? Because I don't know what happened on my computer. Okay, it says something about the DNS server isn't responding. So we probably got to call the cable company, the internet provider tomorrow. So I'm on my actual phone. Can y'all hear me? I'm doing it from my phone. I just said that. Okay. So as I was saying about Mo3, I said when that car stopped in front of him, instead of him getting out of that car, out of his car, because he thought that he can have a shootout with this person, he should have stayed in that car and ran straight into their asses. Okay. Period. He should have just hit that dude when he was running up to a walking or whatever, I can't remember, with his GUN. I think he slightly ran or something. He should have ran into his ass with that car. I don't know why people get out of their cars and shit. Don't get out your car. Stay in your car and use that car as a weapon when someone is doing stuff like that because it's going to be self defense. This dude gets out of his car with the GUN in his hand. You got every right to defend yourself the best way that you can. You don't need to get out. I don't give a damn. You can still ride. You can still drive that car when your tires are flat. And I know that for sure because that day when my air was going off on that freeway, my tire was flat. My tires was flat. That one tire. Okay, I don't give a damn. All that's gonna happen is you're gonna mess up your rim. Is gonna see some sparks. And before anything major happened, he would already stop the dude. He probably would still be alive today. Period. I don't know what's going on with this daggone thing. Okay, let's see. It says the DNS server isn't responding, so we're gonna have to call um, the internet provider for my daughter can't get it back on. So I showed you guys that. I was getting ready to show you some more clips of that, but the daggone computer thing start messing up. So I'm on this phone. But we can still have this live. All right. It's just the fact that I'm not going to be able to show you any more um videos or anything. But you guys already seen all those clips already. You saw them over and over again. This happened way back in 2020. So you saw them over and over again. So the thing is like I just said, all of this entire beef between Beezy and Mo3 could have been avoided. Okay, and it was over straight up foolishness. All right. Um, I mean, when will this type of stuff stop? You know, so many people are affected, when things like this escalates into people losing their lives or when people end up being incarcerated or both. Okay, so again, we got to figure out how we can, stop encouraging this type of behavior. And like I said before, even if that means that we just have to stay out of it, stop instigating, stop promoting this foolishness, you know, um, stop picking sides and stuff. Just so much you can do to stop people from doing certain things. But if you don't stop it, you're going to see many more BZs and Mo3 type situation going on. And it's just going to keep on continuing to get worse and worse. Okay. I mean, for real, for real. You know, and like I said many times before, you would think when people reach success, get a little money, get a little fame and everything else that comes with it, they would just leave that lifestyle alone and learn how to ignore certain things. Okay. Because you should not want, anything to mess up, what you're trying to accomplish, what you're trying to do, especially when you have children. And I think all of these people have children. So it's plainly, ridiculous. I know Mo3 has children, so it's just plainly ridiculous. So y'all tell me what y'all think about that. Yeah, he definitely thought he had a weapon. Jermaine, I'm looking at your comment here. He definitely thought he had that GUN in that daggone on that passenger side. That's why he ran over there. And that's nothing. What happened to it? Who took his GUN away? All right. Who moved it? Because if he normally has that right there, if he normally have his GUN there, why wasn't it there? Also, um, the person who removed it would be probably the person who knew this was going to go down. That's exactly why they removed it. Okay. So who was that person? Now I know what some people are saying. I don't know if that's true or not, but Um, who was that person who removed that GUN from that space? Okay, underneath his seat on the passenger side. So whoever removed it is the person that helped plan this, in my opinion. I mean, that's what it looks like. Okay, that's what it looks like because he clearly thought he had a weapon over there. That's why he went over there. And then when he could not find it, he started going down to the ground and running. I wish he would have. See, I can't remember exactly when he got down to that ground. Where was the other dude? He was probably shooting then. That's why I think he should have stayed in that car. I don't know why he just didn't stay in that car, just ran straight into this dude. Okay, bam. If only that could be rewinded and do it again, and and somebody would have told him just run into the ass, even with the tires flat. Okay, it doesn't matter about those tires being flat because you can still run into somebody, okay? I know they blame rain, but the thing about it is that we have to have actual proof that rain actually did all of these things, okay? I'm pretty sure that the FBI is thoroughly investigating everything, and they probably done questioned everybody, including Rainwater. So if we probably won't. I think if they thought that he had anything to do with it, they would have him already in custody. Okay. Now, not saying that if they find any more leads or any new leads, that certain people and additional people can't be, arrested, because they can. So it just all depends. Right. At least no information that we know of. But I think if they had any information, he would be arrested unless some type of plea deals or something were made, and you can't talk on it right now until the trial. So this is going to be a pretty interesting trial, okay? Because again, we don't know everything that the feds know. They're not even putting up information right now. Like I said, everything that I've been hearing is basically off of other social media people. I haven't seen anything, online unless you look up the actual record, court papers and things like that. Then you may find a little bit more stuff. But the thing is this right here. Whomever else is involved, hopefully, if anybody else is involved, they will, get these people as well, or this person as well. Again, if Mo3 thought that he had a GUN, a weapon over there on that side, the passenger side of his car, and he went around there to get it and it wasn't there, that indicates that somebody else has something to do with this, point blank, because that person removed the weapon. Okay, and then the reason why they would have removed it is because they knew that this was going down. Okay. So somebody went in his car and took that weapon because he still thought it was there. You can't say that he didn't put it in there or he um removed it, because if he would have removed it himself, he would not have went around there looking for it. Okay. So the thing is, we already know that somebody else did it. They took that weapon away because that's exactly what he went over there looking for. If you can go look at the video on TikTok right now and just go look at that video, okay, you will see how he was looking for that. Okay, and then he did not find it. Then that's when he started stooping down, running around that car, running. But where did he think he was going to run to? Okay, and they were right on the freeway. Where? Because I know it would have been hard for him to try to get back in that car, but maybe when he was on that passenger side, I don't think he would have had enough time. When he was on that passenger side, maybe. See, I think he did that the wrong way. He should have been, like I said, I just think he should have ran right into the dude. Okay, because you can't be searching in the car. By the time you searching shit, the dude been and walked up and started just shoot, shoot, shoot. So for me, I think he should have. I don't give a damn about those tires out. You push your foot on that damn gas and run their ass over and over and over again. All you're gonna see is damn sparks coming from those daggone rim rotors and rims and all that shit, and the tire is gonna be totally flat. But he would still be alive. At least I think he would have. Okay. Listen, Jermaine, if he would have just ran into the dude before the dude got out of the damn car, the dude got out of the car and started shooting, remember? That's what it looked like in the video. The dude got out of the car, okay? Clearly, Mo3 knew something was going on wrong because he got out of his car and ran to the other side of the car looking for a weapon. The dude wasn't even out of the car real good yet. Now, if the dude was, I don't know if the dude was shooting while they were driving. I don't know about that for sure. But I know one thing when the dude, let me see if I can pull up that video on my other phone real quick. Let me see. So I can look at this video. Let me see. Do I got TikTok on this damn phone? I don't even know if I do. So yeah, I do. But I'm gonna have to look at it as a guess. Oh my gosh, these people asking me when there's all these questions. This is my new phone right here. Let me just pull it up on YouTube. Now, since I'm not on, I won't be showing you guys, but I'll pull it up on YouTube. Let's see here. Let's look this up again. Mo3. Let me look at this video myself. I'm making sure to y'all if I can figure out how to do it on this daggone phone. Let's see. No, I want to see the actual video. I think this is it right here. This is the same one. So yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, the dude stopped in the middle of this daggone interstate. Then Mo3 walked around, got out of his car. The dude wasn't even out of the car yet. Mo3 walked around to the passenger side. Okay. And then that dude had got out the car. He started running up to Mo3 and started running behind him. Let me see if I can show y'all this. I don't know why he reacted like that. Where's this damn camera at? Okay, hold on. This damn computer going off and shit. Hold on. Let me close this. Did you see, Angie? Did you check it? Let me see. It's not connecting. We're gonna have to call the internet people. Hold on. Let me just check to see. Okay, let me see if I can do this productively. How you change the damn camera around? I don't know how to work this stuff on this damn phone. Let's see. I don't know how to do this. Uh, let's see. Can y'all see that? I don't even know if y'all can see that. Can y'all see that? Let me see if y'all can see this. So you can see it. Can y'all see that? I think y'all can because I'm looking at the phone. It's gonna start back over. I think y'all can see that. I'm not sure. Let's look at it again. So y'all see this? That car, the black car up there. If y'all can see this. Hope y'all can see it. The black car stops. Mo3 gets out of his car and runs around to the other side like he was going to get a weapon. This dude is getting out his car. So that's what I'm saying. Mo3, instead of trying to have a gunfire fight, he should have just rammed that damn car right into that man. He started running and stuff. Okay? Y'all see what I'm saying? Did y'all see that? Hold on. Did y'all see that? Okay. Well, let's talk about that real quick again. Because I don't know how to operate this on this damn cell phone. But anyway, we just saw it's gonna play over again on my phone, other phone. So I'm gonna look at it real quick. Hold on. Okay. So we just saw this black car was up in the front, right? And it just stopped. He was bold to stop on the freeway like that too. All the cars stopped. Mo3 car was right there. Mo3 gets out of his car before the dude even get out the car good. Then Mo3 runs around to the passenger side because he knew the dude was about to do something. The dude was getting out the car now. So Mo3 started getting on the ground. I guess he started shooting then. And then the dude ran up and just started shooting him. Okay. So I'm saying when Mo3 get out that car to get his GUN, first of all, he did, I think he did, I'm not sure, have enough time to, well, I guess the gun, I mean, the GUN was on the passenger side where you had to get out the car because it probably was underneath the seat or something on that side closer to the door. Because maybe usually he have somebody on the passenger side and they would have gotten it. And since he didn't have anybody over there, that's why he got out the car, I guess, and ran over there to that side of the car. But I'm saying why he did all of that when the car stopped in the middle of the freeway, the interstate like that, stopping all the cars, Mo3 should have went on and got back in that damn car And when that dude started running to shoot, he should have ran straight into his ass, okay, before he even started shooting real good. Because doing what he did, he didn't have no chance in hell. He just really didn't. The dude started shooting, then started running toward him and everything, and then just shot him like he was an animal. And cars were just still riding past with his car, with the dude's car sitting straight in the middle of the freeway. People going around about to basically cause another accident. This stupid ass get out there and stop the car in the middle of the freeway. Mo3 should have ran his ass over. Once the other car got out of the way, he should have just ran his ass clean over. It would have been a whole different story. Yeah, because they got Mo3's car right there behind. It's a white truck or whatever that is, came in front of the black car. I guess that's a black car. The dude was still in the car when Mo3 was running around to the other side. At least it looks like he was still in the car. But he got out. He got out by the time Mo3, was start stooping down to the ground and all that stuff. And the dude started running. So I think he should have stayed in the damn car. And a lot of other people said the same thing. And they said that that dude knew that 3 did not have a GUN. He definitely did. Nobody runs up on someone like that knowing they got a weapon. He knew. So somebody told him that Windows can't communicate with the device or resources. Okay. Somebody, obviously let him know that the GUN wouldn't be there. All right, point blank. That person, I just told you the car stopped. Jermaine, a bunch of cars did. Um, his car stopped. I think Mo3 stopped his car. I don't know if Mo3, I think Mo3 stopped his own car. Now, he might have stopped it because he had a flat, but you can still ride on a car with flats, Jermaine. You can still ride on a car with flats. I did it myself. Well, now, what was I saying? I said, I forgot what I was saying about Mo3. Oh, I was saying that somebody definitely, and I know everybody already been talking about this, and they were saying the same thing. Who is the person that knew he had that weapon on the side of that car? Okay, who all knew that? Because all of the people that knew it are the ones that everybody should be looking at. And the thing about it, I wonder if the FBI did. Hmm. Let's see what people are saying here. Somebody said, you do know when you got a chopstick, even if his weapon was there, he was down for it because you don't let nobody run up on you in no car, out of the car. Okay. You just can't do that. That's why I say he should just ran into his ass with that car because even if you're running around to the other side of the car, even if he did have this GUN, they could have had a little, what's the name, fight, and they both might would have gotten hit. But I'm just saying, you just basically use that car as a weapon. Somebody said, no, if he would have had his weapon, he would have had a chance, at least get some rounds off. Dog was running up with no cover. He would have been cooked. Right. And that's why you use the car as a cover. And that's why you never get out of it. Okay. Somebody said with the pistol, fam, a handgun is defense, but not against an AR with whatever magazine in it. Not a chance. That's why he should just took that car and use it as a damn weapon, because then he could just plow right into his ass. And I mean, he could have just plowed right into him. Because if that dude had an AR and then Mo3, I don't know what Mo3 had. He could have had one over there on that side of the passenger side as well, and it just was missing. But the thing about it, he should have just ran straight into his ass and just took chances like that, point blank. Okay, just took a chance. It's just like that day when that dude ran up to my car. If he would have had a GU and start shooting, I still was gonna hit him. Okay, we just would have both been unalive. Point blank. I still was gonna run into him just like I did. And then this dude stops in the middle of the freeway and runs. Somebody said, did anyone peep that black shadow thingy go by when he was running back to the car after the shooting of Mo3? That's just probably from video. These people be tripping out. Somebody said that was the smoke out of the truck's exhaust, the black truck that drove by the scene. Nothing paranormal. lady. They always saying weird shit. You know what I'm saying? It could be many different things. That's stupid. Very stupid. Let me see what else they said here. Okay, let's see. I don't think he was doing it. Somebody said if he had a GUN, he would have had it near him. I think he was pump faking, hoping the shooter would chicken out. After no return fire, the you know what knew he had no weapon. I don't know about that. I don't believe that right there at all. When he ran to the other side of that car, he thought he had something there. All right. That's why he started getting down to the ground. Why would you even do all that stupid shit? Nobody gonna be teeing like they got a weapon, get out their car, while another person approaching them. He knew the guy was getting out the car with a weapon. Okay. So why would he be going around to the other car pretending like he got a weapon, knowing that he can't defend himself by pretending? That's stupid. Somebody said that dude was running fast with that GU, and he definitely was. That's why he should have been back in that car, and he should have ran his stupid ass now. Okay, and that's on everything. Again, they still talking about the dark shadow. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see what else they got here. Let me close this shit off and open those comments back up and see what else some people are saying. Okay, okay, they're talking about the Reaper and stuff. And look, and that's another thing too. Somebody said the thing that gets me, all them trucks and cars, nobody thought about running over the dude. See, that's what I'm talking about. Running down the highway with a chopper. I would have ran his ass over on everything. Okay. Please, these people didn't even try to do anything. They just kept on driving, nearly hit the black car in the middle of the highway, doing the most. Okay, you could have ran his ass like you could act like he was gonna run his ass over, but he probably would have started shooting. That's why you would have had to hit him for real. You would have had to run his ass over point blank because that dude would have started shooting whomever. You know, but I think Mo3 should have started, running his ass over versus getting up out the car, trying to, shoot back and stuff. It's just crazy. A lot of people said they just speculating that's what he was running over there for. He was looking in the car for something. And you see that when I show the actual video, it looks like he was looking in the car looking for something. Why else would he be going to the other side of the car if he wasn't going over there looking for a weapon? It wouldn't even make any sense. Why would he get out of the car and go to the passenger side if he wasn't over there looking for a weapon? If he just wanted to hide, he would have just stayed in the car and just drove. Okay, let's see. Somebody say he's supposed to have his, you know what, with him. He was slipping, knowing he had problems with people out to get him. I think that somebody took that GUN out of that car. Period. Of course he knew. Somebody said, I believe Mo3 knew this was going to be his last moment once he started running for his life. Of course he did. Most people do know. I mean, he didn't have no weapon, no defense, no nothing. The dude was running behind him, just shot him. So yeah, of course he knew that was it. Somebody said, just like I said, I would have got low and kept driving, running his ass over. It's so many people who said this in the comment section because they thinking just like I'm thinking. Let me say this again. When that dude ran up to my car that night at 2 o'clock in the morning or 1 o'clock in the morning, I didn't know what the hell this dude had. Okay. The only thing I knew is that I wasn't getting out of no car. Okay. I don't give a damn if he had a GUN or whatever else he had. Okay. Because my ass proceeded to listen to that voice in my head telling me to put your feet on that dead going gas and run his butt over. And that's exactly what I did. And then the voice came back again. No, another voice came back and said, bag up and run over his ass again. But then the other voice said, no, don't bag up and run over him again because that's over stuff. It's not self defense anymore. And so I went on it and just, sped off, obviously. But then I did a U turn and turned back around because I wanted to make sure that girl was okay. But then they had disappeared. And I called the police, So, yeah, you got when you are in the car and someone if you can't get away from them and they're shooting or whatever, I'm telling you, the best you don't get out the car. Don't get out of the car. Don't get out of the car. You need to use that car as your defense mechanism. Point blank. Yeah, they just got it right in the broad daylight. All the other cars out there in the way. You know what I'm saying? Damn, he could have got hit running down the freeway like that. So again, like I said, that whole entire situation is crazy over foolishness. It's a shame that it had to end this way, but if they did not come to some type of resolution, either Beezy or either Mo3. It was going to be one or the other since, it was being instigated. People were thinking it was funny, you know, just, they kept on making songs back and forth to each other and doing the most. So this is the only way that it would have ended. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody could think of a real resolution. People were instigating it and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. So Jermaine said, I'm looking forward to the trial. Just like in the Dolph case, most of the assumptions on YouTube were way off. Right. Like always, these people come up with all these crazy theories and stuff and don't have no real proof to back it up. You know what I'm saying? Over here on Shades Tube, we try not to do no conspiracy theories. Okay. Now, every now and then we may have to do a couple, but for the most part, we try not to use conspiracy theories or what we can do what we think, but we don't need to try to act like we know when we really don't. Just say this is what I think. That's why I say over here all the time. That's what I think because I don't really know for sure. You know what I'm saying? So over here, that's what we do unless we have some type of proof that indicates that certain things happen and we know it's the truth. Okay. So I'm definitely looking forward to the trial too, just like you are, Jermaine. And I want to see who else was involved because I honestly believe other people were involved. I want to know who took his GUN away because I do believe that he had a weapon. He thought he had a weapon over there. And that's what he went on the other side of his car looking for, his weapon, and it wasn't there. I don't think he expected that. Okay, that's why he stopped like the what's the word I'm looking for? He stopped like the G, I guess. He stopped like that. Like he's about that life. He ain't scared. He gonna F this dude up. There's no way he would have stopped that car and ran to the side if he thought he didn't have anything over there. So he thought it was something over there. He was searching for it anyway. I'm looking at the video right now. He was looking, hold on. Let me look at this video right now. Let me put it up. Hold on. This damn thing. Hold on. He was looking. Listen, look at this. Y'all can't see it, but I can see it. He ran to the other side right there. He was looking for his weapon. Hell yeah, he was looking for a weapon. No, 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 no. He was looking for his weapon. Okay. He didn't find it. He started, crawling down on the ground. Because by that time, the dude started shooting. Okay. Damn, if only we could rewind that time and go back so before this happened, he would have known to run into this damn man, run into his damn car before he even got out. He probably would still be alive, point blank. You know what I'm saying? But they would have tried again. Somebody else would have been the hitter. Okay, let's keep it real. All them cars trying to avoid the car stopped in the middle of the interstate. This dude needs to be definitely on the penalty for this situation. This right here, and whoever else participated in this, they also should be in trouble. And either incarcerated for life or either on the penalty because this does not even make any sense the way they did this dude. Damn. Mm-mm-mm. But anyway, my condolences still expressed out to Mo3's mom, his kids, his other family members, his friends and fans, his true fans, and my prayers are extended out to them and stuff. Mm. And like I said, hopefully, when this trial starts, they can really get to the bottom of this entire thing and they will find out exactly who all was involved in this if they don't have everybody. Period. You said remember he had just got back in town the night before and it was him, baby mama car. Maybe she took it out while he was gone and he didn't check when he got the car. All I'm saying is it might not be nefarious. You know Is it nefarious or nefarious? Well, whatever. You know, I never thought about that. Now she could have did that, but why didn't she say that then? Why didn't she say she took the GUN out of the car because she was using the car, she didn't want it in there? So that could be the case, you know what I'm saying? But still, no, 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 no. I still say um the way he ran up on Mo3, he knew Mo3 didn't have no weapon. Listen, when Mo3 got out of the car, the dude was still inside of that black car. While Mo3 was in there searching that side of the passenger seat, that dude got out of the car and started shooting and stuff, okay? So I don't know about that theory right there, Jermaine, because when Mo3 stopped his car, the dude car stopped, was right there. Let me remind this. When Mo3 stopped his car, okay, there's Mo3 car right there. The dude stopped in the middle of the expressway, the interstate. When the dude was still in the car, when Mo3 was running around to the passenger side, the dude got out the car when Mo3 was in the passenger side, and Mo3 realized there was no GUN there. That's when Mo3 got down to the ground and started running. And the dude was all, by the time Mo3 had got down to the ground, the dude was almost up on him then. He was shooting the you know what then. So I think he thought that weapon was still over there. Okay. And if the baby mama did remove a GUN, why hasn't she said anything about that? Yeah, he's stopping right here. He gets out of the car. Mo3 does. The dude was still in the car. There was a white truck going right by. The dude wasn't even out the car yet. The dude got out the car right there while Mo3 was in the car on the side of the passenger side looking for a GUN. And I believe the dude was shooting all the way back there because Mo3 started crawling down to the ground. Okay, because the dude was already shooting. So I think Mo3 should have stayed in that car and let the dude. I don't even know if he should have let him get out. I just would have ran into his ass. I hate to say it. When the dude stopping in the middle of that damn freeway like that, I don't give a damn about no flat tires. I would have ran straight into his damn ass, point blank. Right? She could have, but she could have, because they're not going to disclose everything to the public. The FBI isn't. Okay. So again, when that trial starts, we will find out. And I can't wait. And I'm definitely going to be covering it, just like I will with Diddy, anybody else case, high ranking case. Even when a little dirt case come up, I'll do it and stuff. So because we want to know, you know, what happened. And definitely, because again, a lot of people playing private investigator, police officer, detective, forensic person. You got all these type of people working, being having YouTube channels right here, and they think they know everything, and they don't. So again, I can't wait to see this entire case, and find out so we can find out exactly what transpired. You can't tell everything by looking at a video. You can only assume anyway. But I still think he was looking for a GUN on that side. And I think it was removed. Period. I don't know who removed it, but it was removed. And he was looking for it. That's clear as day. That dude got out the car while he was on the other side. The dude wasn't out the car at first. The dude got out. That's when he should have ran into his ass. When Mo3 stopped his car, the dude was still in his car. He should have ran straight into his ass right then and there. Okay. So you say your ex took your Sunday shoes out of your car one time. You got to church and had to wear Jordans. Okay. Well, tennis shoes is not the same as removing somebody's GUN when people are after you. Okay, so the baby mama should have let him know, or she should have put it back in there if she took it, because clearly he had enemies, and so if you got enemies, that means that somebody can murk you anytime. So you can't be removing GUNs. Another thing too, he should. I don't know why these dudes be having armed security with them. Okay, because if he had somebody over there who was armed, they could have unalived that dude running down the thing. They could have shot it from the get go. If you know you in that life, you have to stay prepared. Point blank, you really do. Goodness, right? Well, you're right. He does. And like I say, you should be checking to see if your weapon is there. I check all the time to see if my stuff is with me. So yeah, you should be checking all the time to make sure. You know, but even if he didn't check, if he would have used that car as a weapon, he might be still here. Just use it as one. I mean, I don't know if he would have got any charges because it seemed like it would be self defense, but I don't know. But, nobody wants to be unalive. You know what I'm saying? This dude just sitting right in the middle of the interstate. I would have ran his ass straight over in that car and I would have hit him again because you can still drive a car a little bit with them damn tires like that. And I don't know if his tires was actually flat. I can't tell looking at this footage. Let me see if I can look at a clear footage real quick. Because this footage right here is the same one that I just showed. They even got the damn dude laying straight on the ground. And that's disrespectful. That dude messed him up. That's sad. And I'm not gonna show that, but they got him dead. I mean, he's laying straight on the ground. Let me see. Some things do not need to be on the internet. Thank goodness this one right here only got 1 million views. Let me see here. This is the first time I ever looked at him. Yeah, they got him laying right there on the ground, hands straight out. That's sad. That dude just shot him up, man. Sure did. Just shot that dude up. And I didn't realize he was so short until Rainwater said it. So yeah, this dude was just shooting out in the opening, trying to get Mo3 and end up shooting somebody else. That's sad. I'm looking at another video footage real quick, you guys. The actual video footage from the thing. Let's see if I can retry to this damn internet again. This is offline. Damn, he was just shot. He was shot in the head a year before that. That's what I'm saying. These people be getting shot before, and they still don't um take heed. If you were shot before, that means you should never. You should hell. You need to have something in the car, something on you. Hell, something in your socks, shit, just everywhere. You should have weapons. For real, for real. That's a damn shame. And this is like the surveillance images released of the suspect. I want to see a clear video. They got this grainy ass video. And this is sad how they have all these daggone videos showing him on the ground. I'm surprised his mom can't get that taken off of social media. Hold on, let me see this. This is a clear video right here, but I can't show you guys. But I'm gonna get ready to see it real quick. Let me see. I want to see a clear video of this. It's still same grainy ass video. I'm gonna look at this real clear. Yeah, he gets out the car. You know, he wouldn't even look like he was all that worried. Then he was looking for his GUN. You could tell he was looking for that. That damn dude ran up on him like what? Yeah, he was looking for it. You can clearly tell that. Yep, he sure was. You can tell that straight up. He was actually searching for it, and it wasn't there. Yeah, it wasn't there. And they say only a few people knew where he kept his GUN. It only took 2 seconds for him to grab. 3 didn't smoke or drink. He knew his strap was there in his head. That's why he walks. He did. He didn't run. I just told y'all, he just walked around that car. He walked around there. He was calm and everything. He wasn't even looking scared. I just said that because he was about to do a shootout. But when he could not find his weapon, is when he got down to that ground. By the time he got down to that ground and started running, that dude was already shooting and up on him. Damn. If he would have, like somebody said, if he would have known that GUN wasn't on the other side of that car, there's no way he would have gotten out. Yeah, he walked around that car like it was nothing. He thought that shit was there. You can tell. You said, I think three should have gotten out and ran really fast through oncoming traffic. The further you make the shooter run after you, the more likely he is to give up as he's getting too far away from his getaway car. I don't know about that. I don't know. Did you see the video? I don't know about that. Because this dude stopped his car in the middle of traffic. All types of cars were going around him, about to hit him in the damn car. Okay, that dude did not care about all that. Okay, I think he still would have ran after that dude. And he ran so quick. I just don't think Mo3 had a chance with him getting out that car. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Yeah, that dude chased him down like a dog. Okay, he really did. Mm-hmm. See, like somebody said, he had time, but he thought that GUN was on the other side. See, if he would have never got out that car and just would have plowed into that damn dude before that dude even got out that car, he probably would still be alive today. I'm just be perfectly honest. He just thought that he had his GUN on the other side of that car. He was trying to beat the dude, and he was going to fight back. That's what it's all about. No, he had the car door open. Some people said the door was open. No, that door was open. The door was open. Yeah, the door was open. I just think it wasn't there. Right. I just said that. Even if he, I just said that already. I said a few minutes ago. I said that if he would have had his little GUN, if that's what it was, a GUN, study of AR, he wouldn't have stood a chance. Okay, we all said that in the comment section as well. So the thing is that I don't know what kind of weapon he had. He could have had an AR too. Who knows? But the thing is, I don't think he should have got out that car. I think he should have used the car as a weapon. And they set him up for show. And someone did move it. Yep. These people still talking about the black burglary thing. I'm tired of hearing that. Okay, but anyway, yes, I'm just reading some of the comments. It's a shame. It really is. Let's see here. I don't know if he went in no glove compartment. Looked like he was to me, it looks like he was going underneath his seat. Maybe he looked in the glove compartment and underneath the seat. Okay. Because it looked like he was searching all around the front passenger side. And then when he realized that it wasn't there, the dude had already got out of the car and started shooting. Mo3 went down to the ground and started running. Damn. Somebody said somebody took his GUN out of the car while he was sleeping last night. Who knew it was there? Yeah, that's what I say. Who knew it was there? Somebody said the same thing I said. They said I would not have gotten out of that car he could have survived if he played it different. And I say the same thing, okay? But the thing about it, they said that they hit his car. He ain't know that was his on a live hitting his car. If somebody hit your car, you're gonna speed away. Somebody said he knew it was coming. He was trying to stand his ground. I think he knew it was coming too. That's why he went around looking for his weapon. The car stopped in the middle of the interstate. If the car hit him first to make him stop, okay, once he stopped, he went around there to get his GUN. All right. He was about to do a shootout, but then he didn't have it. So they ended up shooting him. You know, it's just plainly crazy. They did all of that because of words and shit and pride and feelings and things like that. Does not even make any sense. Hmm. So again, I'm going to be keeping you guys updated with this entire case, everything that happens up until the trial, and we'll continue on talking about it. You know, a damn shame. I wish these black people who, engage in this type of behavior would just stop point blank. I mean, what y'all gonna do? Unalive each other? All right, it's just plainly crazy. And this dude right here was talking about it. Okay, so y'all, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next story. That story, I don't even have my notes in front of me, but I think I remember. Let's go ahead and talk about Oprah being subpoenaed. Okay, let me find that story real quick because clearly, when my internet, I think the internet, I don't even know if it's still on. Let me see if it's still off. It may be back on. Let me see. I don't think so. I thought I heard my daughter talking to the cable people, but they may have to come back out probably. Yeah, I don't think it's back on. So let me go ahead and look this story up real quick so I can get it. Hold on real quick, y'all. Good thing I remember it. Let's see, Oprah. Oprah. Let's see if I can spell her name right. I'm always spelling this damn word wrong. Okay, so here it is right here. So um hold on, let me go to the banner so I can change that real quick. If I can, shit. Let's see if I can change that real quick. Oprah. It's different on the phone than on the desktop. It really truly is. Let's see if I can do it right here. Let's see how you do it. You edit. Okay, I almost got it, y'all. Okay, let's see if I can do this productively. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this phone shit is a trip. Let's do that. Go ahead, crazy phone. Can y'all hear me? Damn, what am I doing? Okay, let's see. I don't know how people be doing these damn videos from these little phones. It's so much better on a bigger computer. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so now we save this. Okay, what we do with it? Then we post it, right? There it is, right? I did it. Right? I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. Let's go back to media. I don't even hear no noise. Do I still got the background music on? Let's see. Let me see. Oh yeah, I still got that on. I guess. I don't know because I'm on this damn phone. Let me see, y'all. Hold on. Where's the music at? Oh, it's down here. Let me see if I can put all that shit back on. I think it's on. Wait a minute. Hold on. It may have been up loud. Let's see. I think I had it on this. I think it's on now. Okay, now. I think it is. I'm not sure. Okay, so let's go to talk about this Oprah Winfrey stuff right here. So anyway, Oprah was subpoenaed. Okay. Um Russell Simmons' grape accuser, Drew Dixon, subpoenas Oprah, dragging her into legal drama. So let's go ahead and read this. Anyway, Drew Dixon, excuse me, y'all, is one of the women who have accused the Def Jam mogul of actual offenses, including grape, including grape. Okay. She has subpoenaed the TV legend in her defamation case against him, demanding Oprah give evidence and cough up documents. Okay. Hold on. Let's see what else we got here. So in 2017, you guys, former You Know What Jam executive Dixon accused Simmons in a New York Times article of raping her in his apartment in 1995. In 2024, she sued Simmons, claiming that he defamed her in a 2023 interview by casting doubt on her claims. Now, in a sit down with journalist Graham Basinger, Simmons said, could someone want notoriety in the market where people thirst for fame? He also said, I have never been forceful in any of my relationships. In that all in that all his relationships have been consensual. She's also suing Simmons over his remarks about Winfrey's part in the scandal. He said in the B. Singer interview, hold on, that the OWN star had dropped out of producing a documentary on the record, which addressed a number of women a number of women accusations against Simmons because she found inconsistencies in their allegations and claimed that Oprah had recordings of conversations with accusers that revealed those alleged inconsistencies. Anyway, after she quit the project, Winfrey told the New York Times that she still believed Dixon, but the paper wrote that she also thought there were inconsistencies in her account that the film had not addressed correctly. The Times added that the filmmakers say they have a lot of research files corroborating all the women's accounts. And like I said again, um, Dixon's attorneys have subpoenaed Oprah Winfrey. Okay. So this is what it reads. It says, you are hereby commanded to produce the books, records, papers, data, documents, evidences, writings, and all other tangible things as described more fully in the attached Schedule A at law firm Boyce Schiller Flexner LLP, 55 Hudson Yards, New York 10001, or electronically to undersigned counsel on or before March the 18th, 2025. It's unclear what assets exactly were called for in the attachment, or whether Winfrey complied with the demand or had her lawyer fight the subpoena. The subpoena goes on. You are further commanded to appear and attend before a notary public or other person authorized by law to administer oaths, and at any recess or a joint date to testify and give evidence as a witness on an examination before trial by deposition upon oral questions. It also adds this deposition may be videotaped and will continue from day to day until complete. Anyway, Russell Simmons has denied any wrongdoing. He has never been arrested or charged with a crime. Dixon's attorney and reps for Winfrey did not respond to our requests for comments. So, what do you guys think about that? So, again, this lady sued Russell Simmons, claiming that he defamed her in 2023 in an interview by casting doubts on her claims. She said that he raped her back in 1995 or 96. Okay. So this is going to be interesting to see once everything plays out, if it ever plays out. I think Russell is in a different country, right? And I forgot where he is, but yeah, I think he's in a different country. And I don't know if they can even do anything about this with him being where he's at. I think that the United States does have jurisdiction there, but I think I can't remember because I read this. I told you guys about this before, and I read all about it. I read it out to you guys, so I don't exactly remember everything that I said about this. Let me look it up real quick. Hold on, let me look it up real quick. We can make it very simple. Hold on. He claimed he wasn't running either. Okay, that's what he claimed, but he left. So anyway, they said that three women claim Russell Simmons owes millions in settlement payments. All right, let's see here. And these damn ads. And they have accused him of sexual assault. All right. One is Tony Sally, another one is Alexia Jones, and then you got Tina Klein Baker, and then you got this other lady right here as well. So they also say he owed them money, those three right there. Hold on. And then, like I said, one of these women in particular, her name is Jones, she's claimed that Simmons forced himself onto her during their first date in 1991. She said he graped me up against the wall. She cussed, obviously. And then she said, "Excuse my language. That's what he did. I had to keep this secret." And she was crying while she was saying that. And then she said, "This was a very swift attack. And what was going through my mind more than anything was why? Because I like Russell and I would have just kissed him. I would have made out with him. I would have. He didn't have to attack me." Well, he probably did if he did it, to show that he has control and dominance. That's what some of these grapists. That's why they grape, because they want that control. They want you to be scared. They get off on that, and they want to have dominance over you. Also in 2017, Klein Baker, a singer, claimed Simmons assaulted her in the early 1990s when he was her manager. And Sally, a music journalist, claimed the former record executive assaulted her at his Manhattan apartment in the late 1980s. So, damn, I don't know about that, Jermaine. Sally's agreement cites alleged personal physical injury or physical sickness, including any alleged emotional distress and mental anguish originated from or attributed to that alleged personal physical injury or sickness. Klein Baker's settlement agreement appears to be sealed. So they did say Simmons has been accused of sexual assault by at least a dozen women in recent years, including former You know what, Jam exec Drew Dixon, the lady I was just talking about, who is doing a subpoena for Oprah. Anyway, like I said before, he denied any of the interactions were non-consensual, but stepped down from his business as allegation began to mount in 2017. And then he has since relocated to Bali, Indonesia, which has no extradition treaty with the US. So that's the reason why he can't be brought back. All right? Period. And I know that I was telling you guys about that before, but I wanted to make sure I got it right. Yeah, so that's why he went there. That's why he went there. Okay, let's leave it at that. All right, he got the shit up out of there. Put it like that, like Diddy should have done. All right, and stuff. But yeah, that's what he did. So as long as he stayed there, he will never probably go up for trial or anything else. As long as he stay there. Period. And I'm pretty sure he probably will, even though he claims he didn't go there because of the allegations or anything. Jermaine, what you say? Just dragging the brothers' names through the mud. Listen, I know some women be lying, but everybody can't be lying, okay? I mean, some of these men be doing the most. Let's keep it real. All right. So let me see what's going on over here. Okay, we already got that. Okay, what was the next story that I told you guys I was going to tell you guys about? So with the Russell Simmons and the Oprah subpoena, when I get updated information, I'll update you guys on that. Okay. Yeah, okay. Not one shred of proof yet. Been waiting for months. Hmm. Now you're talking about Diddy, right? Okay. Well, we will see when that court case, well, the federal case is different than the civil case. But as we already know with Diddy, a case just got dropped. At least part of it got dropped, not the entire thing. Part of the charges got, not the charges, but you know, the claims. Part of the claims, I think they said five of the nine claims were dropped from Rodney Jones, I believe, if I got that correct. So, in the future, it could be some more things dropped if they don't have, proof of what they're saying Diddy did. You know what I'm saying? So we will see. All right. So now, the third story that I wanted to tell you guys about, I can't even remember what it is. Hold on. So I did the Yella Beezy and Mo3 beef recap, Oprah, and then there was another one. Do you remember what the other one is, Jermaine? Let me look on my page and see. Hold on, let me go over here. Let me see what they're talking about. Good, 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 good. Thank you, California. Y'all so smart here. Let's see. Good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. When did I start working for these people? Okay, cool. I'm gonna get some of that. If they get a class action lawsuit, they already got that long running lawsuit over against Uber and Lyft over thousands of wage theft claims that could be worth billions of dollars. And we know they steal money, allegedly. Okay, let's put it like that. We know they do. Okay. Let's see. So they are in mediation in negotiations to possibly settle the suit. So let's see. Hold on. They said the rallies come as court documents show public agencies are now in mediation and negotiation to possibly settle the suit. Filed jointly by the state's Justice Department, the cities of San Francisco, Los Angeles, and San Diego, and other parties. It seeks back pay and damages for Uber and Lyft drivers who worked for the companies from 2016 to 2020 before the passage of a ballot initiative that classified app-based gig workers as independent contractors excuse me, contractors rather than employees. So let's see what they're asking for. They're asking the state to stand strong, the cities to have a backbone, and not let these companies off the hook. The lawsuit asserts that Uber and Lyft drivers were covered under Assembly Bill 5, a law that took effect in January 2020 that would have required the gig companies to classify their workers as employees. Under that law, which was meant to be retroactive, the drivers would have been entitled to minimum wage, meal and rest breaks, unemployment benefits, and more. Gig companies never complied with AB 5. Instead, they spent more than 200 million to put Proposition 22 on the ballot, promising higher pay and better benefits for gig workers. It passed in November 2020 with 58% of the vote, allowing the companies to continue to classify their ride hailing drivers and couriers as independent contractors with some benefits, but not full employment rights. The lawsuit is an effort to hold Uber and Lyft accountable for the pre-Prop 22 era. Rideshare Drivers United, a gig workers group, organized 5,000 drivers to file individual rage claims with the Labor Commissioner's Office in 2020. That led to the lawsuit, which consolidated those claims with those by the city attorneys of San Francisco, Los Angeles, and San Diego, and with other plaintiffs who had filed similar claims under the Private Attorneys General Act. Rideshare Drivers United estimated that the drivers who filed the claims are owed at least 1.3 billion based on unpaid wait time and reimbursement for expenses not meeting basic hourly minimum wage standards and damages. The group further estimates that about 250,000 drivers could be eligible during the period covered by the lawsuit, and if so, the companies could owe tens of billions of dollars. Damn. Uber and Lyft would not comment on the settlement negotiations, nor on the driver group's estimates of what they owe drivers. Uber spokesperson Zahid Arab said California voters have spoken and that we look forward to putting these years' old matters behind us. They said it is unclear how many of the drivers who filed the claims are still working for Uber and Lyft. There is a high turnover in gig work, but Moore said she regularly talks to drivers who have been driving for the past decade. They definitely need to hold these rip-off ass companies accountable. They said Prop 22 has largely failed to improve drivers' wages and conditions, and that she hopes any settlement would include new benefits for her. Any wait a minute, hold on. Include new benefits her group has campaign for. Those include a rate card that pays drivers a minimum of 1.75 a mile and 60 cents a minute, similar to what New York City drivers have, plus establishing a system that requires just cause for deactivations or kicking drivers off the app. Anyway, they said voters were presented with Prop 22 as good policy for drivers and passengers. Moore said it was the biggest fraud. One example she cited, Prop 22 promised to pay gig workers 120% of minimum wage, but that is based on active time and does not include time they spent waiting for a ride or delivery. And that's exactly what it does, which is not right. Anyway, she said the companies have said the law has increased gig workers' pay to an average of $34.46 an active hour in California. But research last year from the UC Berkeley Labor Center, which took into account drivers' expenses over their entire shift, found that the average pay for drivers with tips was $9.09, and for delivery workers was $13.62. And they are about right. Okay. Anyway, they said after the California Supreme Court upheld Prop 22 last year, Cal Matters wrote about how the industry backed law has affected gig workers and examined hundreds of their persistent complaints to the state about wages, benefits, and working conditions. The biggest difference since before the measure passed, now there is no state agency responsible for gig workers' complaints because their independent contractor status means the labor commissioner does not have jurisdiction. Damn. So if no settlement is reached, y'all, and the case goes to trial, the state expects it to begin in 2026. And that's according to information about the lawsuit on the Labor Commissioner's website. So yeah, there we go. So we will be seeing how this plays um, out, okay? And they do need to change Prop 22 because Prop 22 should be paying you as long as you got that damn app on. That's the way it should be. As long as you got that app on, you should be paid, you know, the 120% of minimum wage. That's what you should be paid. Uber and Lyft are just, basically getting over on people and stuff like that. I think their percentage that they take out, is too much. At 60% is just too much. It's just too much. Why do they deserve 60%? They should be getting like 40%, and the drivers should be getting, and the delivery people should be getting 60%. Point blank. But anyway, I just want to tell you guys about that because it came up on my phone. Now, let me see what that third story is. And if you do delivery or whatever, hopefully you don't be picking up people. But if you do delivery, just make sure you do that um, where you can actually make some money. Don't let them scare you, or don't let them scare you into taking deliveries that don't pay you the amount that you think you should be paid. Okay. Like, for example, you don't take deliveries, right? Going 10 miles and they want to pay you $5. Okay. You just don't do that, period. That's why this is another reason why they get away with how they do things, because a lot of drivers get desperate and they go ahead and take these runs like that. How the hell are you taking a delivery, right? And it's paying you $5 for going 10 miles to deliver somebody food. The gas here in Cali is 4 something per gallon. So why would you take a ride that's paying you $5 and you're going 8, 9, 10 miles? That's crazy. So you have to run that like a business, okay? If you were actually in a store, you would not sell a product that costs $10 for $3. You just wouldn't do that, because if you do it and you do it a lot, you're gonna lose money. Just like with doing delivery. If you take a lot of, you can take a ride like that every now and then, but if you do it a lot, you're going to lose money, point blank. Okay, so you have to, you know, um, try to make as much as you can make doing these type of jobs. You know what I'm saying? You need to be the one that makes, what you need to make. Period. You know what I'm saying? And of course, they still gonna get over it, but make sure you reach your quota, whatever that quota may be. Period. Stop letting these companies take advantage. That's any job. They paying you guys peons while they making a lot. Okay. Okay. So big U, Mafia ties. Let me look that up real quick. Thank you, Jermaine, because I forgot. Alleged mafia ties. Hold on, let me look it up. Okay, let's do this. And when I get through doing delivery, I'm gonna do a whole show about Uber ass. And that's on everything. I'm gonna let y'all know all about them. So let's see here. I don't want to look at nobody's YouTube shit. Let's see. I'm trying to find the article that I had. I know I sent it to you, Jermaine. Jermaine, send me that article back on my other phone. The one that I sent you with Big U. Send that back to me on my other phone, on my regular phone, okay? So I can have the article here. Oh my God, what time is it? Yeah. Excuse me, y'all. That's another big story, big U. Let me see. I can actually. Let me see. Where did I have that at? No, I don't have what's the name. I can't do it on my other phone because I don't want to mess up this live. You gonna send it to me, Jermaine? Because I can't find it on here. Yeah. Send it to me on my other phone. I'm not on this phone that I'm, my new phone. Send it to me on that one. Let me just send it. No, no, no. Okay, thank you. Okay, so y'all, thank you, Jermaine. Jermaine is a great, 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 great mod, you guys. Gosh. No, I do not want to. Well, I could install this real quick. Damn, I did not want to start this. Oh, mean ain't mean that my fingerprint don't matter. It does. This stupid ass phone. Hold on, y'all. That's why I don't like using these damn fingers and stuff. Cause then when you use it, I don't know. Hold on, y'all. When you use it and shit, it don't be talking about it. They be talking about it don't even match and shit. So anyway, they said Big U's alleged mafia ties are revealed. They said all celebs mentioned in the probe, Suge Knight, Snoop Dogg, Shaq, and more. Anyway, they said federal authorities have unveiled a troubling investigation into Eugene Big U Henley, a prominent figure in both the music industry and the Rolling 60s Crips, accusing him of orchestrating a criminal enterprise with mafia like operations. Okay. Now, as per HNHH, the newly unsealed federal documents detail serious allegations, including extortion, robbery, fraud, and murder. Big U, who surrendered to federal agents last week, faces multiple charges under the RICO Act. According to an affidavit, Henley allegedly led the so called Big U enterprise, which utilized intimidation tactics to enforce a check in scheme requiring entertainers and athletes to pay a fee for protection while in LA. The investigation has received much attention, especially with a number of high profile celebs involved. While none have been accused of misconduct, many names have emerged relating to Henley's operations. So here are some of the names. We got Snoop Dogg. Okay, we have Suge Knight. They claim that this Suge Knight helped fund Big U since his release in 2004. Investigators claim that Big U based parts of his operations on nights. Okay. Let's see what they said about Snoop. So Snoop didn't really just was talking about him. Then they got Corrupt, a self-admitted member of the Rolling 60s. Corrupt maintained contact with Big U during his incarceration and later introduced him to key figures in the hip hop scene. Big U eventually became Corrupt's manager. Then you got Nipsey Hussle. Investigators noted a relationship between Big U and Nipsey that soured over disputes regarding equipment at Big U's shop. Their dispute grew violent and police were called in. So that goes back to somebody saying that Big U allegedly had Nipsey unalive. Okay, so that's why they said that. Next, we got Dr. Dre. Anyway, they got that he referenced Big U in hip hop, uncovered as an influential figure capable of helping to clear the streets, although he appears to have no direct involvement in the case. So, other names connected to it include James Bimmy, Anthony, Steve Lobo, as well as rapper Quando Rondo and DJ Academics, who spoke on the check in process in relation to gang influence. The federal probe also cites incidents with other famous people, including an alleged attempt to extort Wiz Khalifa and T.I. in accusations that Big U committed financial misconduct over donations made to Big U's nonprofit by Shaq O'Neal and Draymond Green. O'Neal, which is Shaq, right? Damn. So let's see what some of these people are saying in the comment section. Oh, let's see. They said Big U is was like the real life DBO. Okay. They say he's going to take everybody down with him, even other gang members. Okay, so another commenter said feds don't indict without proof. Also check their conviction rate. Facts over feelings. Somebody said, wouldn't be surprised. Didn't Puff have some ties to LA Crips? They think they I think they said he paid LA Crips to shoot Pac and Biggie. And then somebody else said, yeah, that's why I don't believe Suge is part of that. Puff back is against the wall, desperately trying to get out. Suge been doing his bid 10 toes down. Somebody said, seems like Big U is a big dummy. Okay, another commenter said, Snoop shouts out the Crips publicly and does the walk in the hand signals. Just cause they let him don't mean it's okay. They know what they doing. And by that, I mean the government. He said, and by they, I mean the government. Somebody said he said he wasn't going down by himself. Okay, let's see what else they got. I forgot that damn bleach is in there. I got to take that bleach off of there. Hold on, let's see. Somebody said everyone is mafia until the real mafia shows up. Then you are out of town. Let's see what else they got here. Okay, another commenter said, we are about to find out who all the chumps are in the industry that was paying that protection money. So it's going to be, like I said before, it's going to be a trip, when all of these cases go to trial and finding out stuff that we don't know and who could all be connected, with all these damn crimes, these criminals, allegedly. Okay. What did you say, Jermaine? You said, damn, are there any white folks going to jail these days? Seems like it's all brothers. Well, brothers need to make sure they're not engaging in any criminal activities. You know what I'm saying? All right. Shit, but Big U, man, goodness, got a lot of stuff going on right here, okay? He really, truly does. All this stuff. A lot of stuff going on. So what do you guys think about him? Do y'all think that he's guilty, or you just think he's not? Or y'all think they just reaching? Oh my goodness. Hmm. Okay, so anyway, you said free big U. So Jermaine said free big U. Okay. Big U got to stop doing all this weird shit. I forgot to change that banner though. But Big U got to stop doing all this, It's too late now. I don't understand when these people do these crimes, why they don't realize that the feds may be watching. I don't understand why they don't be realizing that. It's just like, damn. I mean, what do they be what going through their minds? Do they really think that they are that smart that they don't catch the attention of the feds or the police or anything? It's just weird. I don't understand how they be that confident that they won't get caught or anything. Just plainly crazy. So y'all tell me in the comment section what do y'all think about this? If you in all the other stories that I just told you guys about, if you watch this in a replay, I think that's about it, guys. Let me see if I need to cover any breaking news that I didn't cover already. Hold on, let me do this. I got a lot of shit on here. Let me take this down. This is the wrong thing because I'm still trying to figure out this phone stuff. Hold on, let me take this down real quick. Wait. This shit. Let's put that back on there. Gosh. It took me like 10 minutes to look at that. Okay, let me give y'all a couple of breaking news articles real quick. Then we're gonna get ready to get out of here because it's 2:08. So Meek Mill must have had some type of kidnapping situation going on. They said Meek Mill reacts to kidnapping ransom allegations by Rolling 60s Crip member. Okay, let's see. So I guess a Crip member claimed that he was once kidnapped and held for ransom by the gang. But Meek Mill denies that. Okay, so I guess a Crip member, the Rolling 60s neighborhood Crips member, made a claim that Meek Mill was once kidnapped and held for ransom by that gang. However, like I said before, Meek Mill denies that. Okay, so Meek Mill said this guy must be using a story to confuse his indictment because I never seen him before. That's what Meek Mill said in a post on X. So he was referring to Lucy Cannon, the person allegedly involved in the incident. Meek added that if such a confrontation had actually happened, he would have taken matters into his own hands and put him to God's test, dismissing the claims as nothing more than lies and nonsense. Okay. He said, I never ever met Buddy, but I don't negotiate with fake thugs. Ask him what chain, because all my chains, some shit, LOL, watches all 300,000 and up vibes. That's what he wrote. In another post, Meek also accused media outlets of creating false narratives about him. He said it's blatant. They are trying to use the internet and create a narrative for you. Even if it's not your life, we can see clear DICK heads. That's what he wrote. He said the jig is up from all these bought up fake hip hop pages. That shit worked for kids, not for grown men. Okay. Okay, Meek Mill. So anyway, the 27-year-old also made it clear that he had earned respect from some of the most real and respected figures in hip hop and beyond, especially in LA, where his connections run deep. He said it's a real world, real LA niggas that respect the shit out of me, how I carry myself in an open arms way to build my people up. I don't care where you from. Okay. Hmm. Anyway, his ties to the late Nipsey Hussle were particularly important to him. He said, that's why you see me around Nipsey and others, men of respect and honor. He also continued pointing to his allegiance with other artists to break down the diverse East Coast versus West Coast narrative. He said, me, Nipsey, YG, Mustard, and a few others made sure we didn't follow the East Coast, West Coast narrative. Okay. So then, in a final message that underscored his readiness to deal with anyone challenging his reputation, Meek made it clear that he wasn't afraid of any confrontation. He said, I changed my life by blessings, but I always been down to meet up with fake street bullies in abandoned areas where it's no civilians and take they heart. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about right there. Anyway, he's Meek Mill's comment response to a resurfaced interview in which Lucci Cannon claimed that he and his associates accosted him at a Los Angeles club and held him against his will until they were paid $50,000 in cash. According to Lucci, if that's his name, I think it's Lucci, he spoke with Rick Ross personally during the incident, alleging that the hitmaker paid the ransom in exchange for Meek's freedom and safety. He also claimed that the incident was orchestrated by Eugene Big U Henley, the alleged leader of the Rolling 60s neighborhood, who is currently behind bars on RICO charges that include claims of murder, extortion, and racketeering. All righty. So what do you guys think? Do y'all think that is true? You said the head of the federal government is a 34-time felon? Really? Goodness. You talking about what's the name? No, you talking about y'all, you know who? Hmm. Somebody said anything to be disassociated with Diddy. I ain't buying it, Meek, although I don't get why the kidnappers snitching on themselves. Okay. Somebody said Meek could have been in arrest and set up without knowing. When he was in the club and someone made a call to his handlers that Meek can't leave until a bag is in their hands. Hmm. Somebody said, let the cops handle all this crazy stuff. The truth will come out if it's all truth. Otherwise, stop putting crimes on people if it's not real. The internet is like quicksand, meant to bring you down. And so is the news, because damn, that's where this is coming from, a news article and not the damn internet. Yeah, I know, which is crazy, huh? Okay, one more story, guys. One more breaking news, and then that will be it. So we did have a couple other livings. Okay, I'm trying to think. The Gap Band member, he passed on. Okay, let's see. Gap Man. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Let me get it. Good thing I got a good ass memory because man, I'm trying to remember what I had on there. Excuse me, y'all. This damn thing ain't still back on the thing. Let's go back over to Google. Gap Band. Let's see which one it was. Okay, Anthony Walker passed on at age 60. He was a former member of the Gap Band. He also was a choreographer. I can't show you his picture because I don't want to mess with this phone too much. That's him right there. I wonder what did he pass on? Oh, he had complications from neck surgeries. From neck surgery, okay? Oh, that's sad. But anyway, my prayers are extended out to his family, his friends, his fans. And my condolences are extended out as well. And may he rest in peace. Anthony Walker, age 60, of the Gap Band, former Gap Band member. He passed away at age 60 following complications from neck surgery. Okay. And then they had another pass it on, but it was from somebody, an actress who played on different little shows and stuff like that. I can't remember her name. Let me see if I can look her up. So I can find it. Let's see. It was Sandiana Santiangelo. Okay, she passed on at age 58. Okay, and they don't know what she passed on from. Okay, as of yet, or if they do know, they're not telling us. Okay, and I guess she was at her home in Malibu. So she did play on a few things. They claim she was on Married with Children, but I don't remember. But she did play on other little things and stuff. So yeah, y'all probably don't know who she is. But anyway, I just want to let you guys know she passed on. For the people who do know her, my condolences are expressed out to her family, friends, and fans, and may she rest in peace. And my prayers are sent out to her family, friends, and fans as well. Okay. Yep. And they claim she was on Married with Children. I just don't remember her. But she could have been as a guest star or something like that. And I think that's gonna be it, guys. I think I covered everything that I need to cover. Of course, I got more stuff to cover, but of course, I'm going to be putting that in different lives because you can't cover everything in one, live. All right. So anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I definitely appreciate you guys taking the time out to chill with me for this 2 hours. Y'all don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe below and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Don't forget, if you want to show additional support for this channel, you can do that by doing a membership for $4.99. You can do a super sticker or a super chat, or you can do a Cash App donation to $Shades2 at Cash App. All right. All righty. And thank you guys so much in advance for that. Thank you, Jermaine. Jermaine said, good live. Thank you so much. Let's change this banner. Let's take all of this stuff down, you guys. Hold on. Let's see. So, again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see. Hold on. I got the wrong thing up here. Mess around with this damn phone. Hopefully, my computer, not computer, but hopefully, my internet will be working back up tomorrow and stuff. Well, later on today and stuff. And then I'll be able to do a regular live on my desktop and stuff. Y'all make sure y'all check out my other videos, Dollar Tree hauls, Country Rain reaction videos. Um, it's so many. I forgot what all I do. I think I said the shopping hauls already. My apartment, not apartment, but my house vlog. I'm getting ready to put up a new video anyway with that. And I got a Dollar Tree little thing I'm gonna put up as well. All right, so make sure y'all check out all of those. Check out my other videos, my YouTube shorts, and I'll see you guys later on. Have a blessed Thursday, and I'll see y'all later on for Night Owl live tomorrow. well, later on tonight. All right, guys. Y'all have a peaceful night. Blessings and night night. All righty. Let's go ahead and do this. All right, y'all. I don't know how I'm going to end this the other way on this daggone phone. Let's see if I can still do it. I don't know. The phone is so different. Okay, hold on. Let me do this. Media. Okay, I guess I can do this. Well, I paused it. No, I can't even hear this stuff. I hope the music is still on. But anyway, y'all, good night. And I'll see y'all on my next live. Thank you so much for tuning in.